Question.
Ashley Rodriguez with Fox 10. So right now, if you look at national polling and polling in the swing states, it's razor thin.
That's right.
Within the margin of error. Most people have already decided who they're going to vote for. Some people have already voted, and there's very few undecided. So what is the strategy to get across the finish line?
You know, you're right that there aren't that many undecided voters, but there are a lot of undecided voters. I mean, you know, I think we could win Arizona by a few points, or we could lose it by a very tiny margin. And the question is, when you've got 5% of the electorate that has still not made up their mind, that is a big, big number with margins that are as tight as they are in Arizona and a lot of the other battleground states. And I think my message to folks who are undecided is very simple. Look, you don't have to agree with everything that I say. You don't have to agree with everything that Donald Trump says. But who can deny the results? And I'd ask those swing voters, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? And I think for most of them, they would say no, because groceries are too high, rent is too high, the border has been opened, our public safety has gotten worse, violent crime has gotten worse. A lot of these problems are caused by bad leadership. And if we just get back to common sense leadership, we can have safe neighborhoods, a secure border, and an American life that is affordable for the majority of our citizens. Unfortunately, we don't have that right now. But Donald Trump's promise, and I think his solemn obligation as President of the United States, is to fix what Kamala Harris has broken over the last 3.5 years, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Let me make one more. Thank you. Make one more observation there. Look, I come from a family where sometimes money was very tight. I know what it means when groceries go up by 25% in 3.5 years. That means there are a lot of American families who are not getting the things that they need. When the price of energy goes up by 30, 35, 40%, that means a lot of our citizens who are choosing not to go on a vacation or choosing not to do something that they would otherwise do, again, because of bad leadership. We need to get back to common sense economic and governing principles so that the American people can afford to live a good life. That's what Donald Trump is going to do. Frankly, he already did it once before, but I think we're going to unleash, with Trump as president for a second term, a golden age of prosperity for Arizona and the whole country, but we got to get him there first.